could prop your leg up on something else, and we're just squeezing. So we're going to put our thumbs on the top of our leg and our fingertips on the bottom and just squeeze. Now, if you want to kind of improve your circulation, you could go upward. You could do just light work, just moving upward like this, just sliding with your hands. But for the purposes of relaxation, I'm just going to do the squeezing, and kind of, when you squeeze, do like a circular squeeze. It's really relaxing. So you're kind of going down and then up, down and then up. You can repeat that on the other leg. This is when you do your feet, it's nice to have some oil or something. Just spread it. To start is right here. Hopefully you can see this. Again, if you cannot put your knee this way, I'm going to show you something at the end using some golf balls. That way you don't have to move your knee in this position. So just hang in there and I'll get some tools out and we'll work with those. So a good place to start is right here. In reflexology, this area is all about the diaphragm. When we're worried and stressed, our diaphragm gets really stiff, and we hold ourselves very stiff. It's hard to take that nice full breath that feels so relaxing. So this area right in here, like just under this pad of the foot, just press in there with your thumbs and start in the center and move outward. And you can even pull apart and spread that area. This is a good place. So what you're doing is you're using your thumb, the tip of your thumb. You're kind of bending it a little bit and just pressing inward like this. So we're just going to press in the center and move outward. That's going to help relax your diaphragm as well as your foot. So once you do that a few times, you can just do little pressing motions all over the pad of the foot here, the forefoot. You can do circles. The big toe, the base of the big toe, in reflexology is associated with the neck. This is a really good place to work if you're having a stiff neck. And it often feels sore right in here on a lot of people. So just be gentle there and do circles, or do that pressing motion with the thumb. And you can even pull on the toes if you like that. But you can do little circles on all the toes. And then this area here at the arch is where a lot of people feel more pain and discomfort. So you can just use your thumbs to press. You're kind of squeezing, so the back of your foot is providing a counter pressure. So you don't have to press real hard or use a lot of strength. You're just squeezing your hand together. Just go right down the arch of your foot here. You can go over onto the side. I'll show you a more in-depth video on the feet. We'll do some reflexology and plantar fasciitis massage techniques. So go all the way down to the heel in here. And then you can, the heel's a little harder to press on. It's hard on a lot of people. Just do little circles like this. And then we want to get this outer part of the foot. So we're just pressing. And while you're doing this, just try to relax as much as you can and really enjoy this. Imagine someone else is massaging your feet. You know, if you want to do this in a bath, or if you want to have some candles on, make this a really special time. Right now on camera, I'm trying to show you how to do it, so it's a little different for me. But when you do this for yourself, really set up a relaxing atmosphere for yourself and make it really special. It feels so good, even though you're massaging yourself. It's a really good way to, get to know your body and provide yourself with some comfort. And even just knowing that a friend taught you how to do this is comforting in itself. So I hope I can provide that little bit of comfort for you. So again, you can repeat that on the other side. I'm going to be back in just a moment with some tools that might help you along with your self-massage, and I will show you how to use those. So I have some things you might have laying around your house you can actually use as massage tools. I have a length of fabric here. This is just an old scarf I have. This comes in handy in a couple of ways. One, you can use it on your shoulder, so one side of it goes in front and one side of it is in the back. Then you can just pull down with both hands and it just kind of presses into your, I'm going to do it behind me. So I have it like this and I'm pulling back. And while I'm pulling back on there, I can pull my arm forward and that presses right into this shoulder here. That feels really good. Some of you might have one of these or something similar. This is a Theracane. I bought this online a very long time ago. They have all sorts of brands and models. This uses leverage. One thing that's really hard to massage on yourself is your back. I'm going to show you in a minute some ways to do that, but this is the perfect way. This thing you can get into trigger points with. You use leverage to push up on it. And you can massage any part of your back with this. There's also smaller little nubs on here that you can use to press into your occipital ridge back here. That feels really good, especially if you're laying down in bed and you just kind of lay on those little nubs. The other thing I like to use is balls. It's going to be difficult for me to show you how to do this, but I'm going to try to explain. This is a flexible ball. It's not super hard. If you like really hard, deep pressure, you might want to use a firmer ball. But what you do is you can lay on the floor and put this ball behind you and just roll back and forth over this ball, and it will massage your back and it feels great. Golf balls. Golf balls are great for hands and feet. Put one on the floor, put your foot on top of it and roll it around and let it press and roll wherever you're having pain, or just do it all over. It feels really good. Also for your hands, just roll it in your hands. Relax while you're doing all this. Oh, that feels so good. All over. There's a spot right in between your thumb and your forefinger that is normally pretty sensitive and sometimes sore on a lot of people. It feels really good to massage that area. So hopefully by the end of this you'll be nice and relaxed. You can go to sleep and have a good night's sleep. I am going to be making some more videos, like I said, about, I'm going to do a plantar fasciitis kind of mixed with some reflexology. And I'll explain what reflexology is in that video. And I'll do a headache routine too. That covers a lot of head, jaw, and neck issues. Other therapists will be having other videos posted, and so I can't wait to do another one for you. I hope you guys are getting through this stressful time okay, and I hope you're with a loved one. If you're not, I love you, and I hope that you have a good time while you're with your family. If you're stuck at home, it can be a good time to really reflect and spend time with each other again. A lot of us have been so busy in our lives, and just being home for me has been a blessing, really. Even though it's sad to not be able to go to work, it's kind of scary financially, and if you're alone, I know it can be really lonely to be at home. Um, but there's a lot of resources out there. There's, you know, the internet is wonderful for this kind of thing. And I'm so glad that we have it and we can connect. And I'm really grateful to all of you. And I can't wait to see you again at Relaxing Note. And have a good night. I'll see you later.